everyone, and welcome back to our English podcast. Today, we're going to explore something super useful, real English at the doctor's office. Have you ever felt nervous speaking English when you're sick or visiting a clinic? Don't worry. Today, we'll guide you step by step so you can sound natural and confident.
Yes, because this is one of the most important real-life situations. If you're traveling, studying abroad, or even living in an English-speaking country, you will need to talk to a doctor at some point. And doctors usually speak quickly, so we'll show you the phrases you can use to communicate clearly.
Exactly. We'll start with simple and polite expressions. For example, when you walk into the doctor's office, you can say, "Good morning, I have an appointment." Or, if you don't have an appointment, you can say, "Good morning, can I see a doctor, please?" These short sentences already make you sound polite and natural.
And notice something important. We always use please. Can I see a doctor, please? It's short, but very polite. This is how native speakers sound respectful in daily life.
Another useful phrase is, "I'm not feeling well," or "I feel sick." These are easy ways to explain your problem. You don't need long, complicated sentences. Simple English works best in stressful situations.
Yes, and sometimes the receptionist might ask, "What seems to be the problem?" Don't worry about this question. It just means, "Why are you here today?" You can answer with something like, "I have a headache," or "I have a sore throat." Very short, very clear.
That's right. And we'll also practice common mistakes. Many learners say, "I have a sick." But in English, we don't say that. We say, "I feel sick," or "I am sick." So always remember, sick is not something you have, it's something you are or feel.
Perfect. And here's a mini practice for you. Repeat after us. I have an appointment. I feel sick. Can I see a doctor, please? Excellent.
Great job. Now that you know how to start a doctor's visit and explain your problem simply, let's continue with more natural expressions you can use inside the office. All right, now let's imagine you are already sitting in the doctor's office. The doctor will usually begin with a polite greeting, something like, "Hello, how are you today?" But remember, they don't really mean "how are you" as in normal conversation. They want to know about your health.
Exactly. And this is where many learners get confused. Instead of saying, "I'm fine, thank you," which is the usual answer, you should explain your problem. For example, "Actually, I have a headache," or "I'm not feeling well today."
Yes, that's the key. You can start with the word "actually" to show contrast. Try saying, "Actually, I have a stomachache," or "Actually, I feel very tired." This makes you sound clear and natural.
And here's another useful expression the doctor might use. How long have you had this problem? That means they want to know when it started. You can answer simply, "For 2 days," or "since yesterday."
Yes, and don't worry about grammar too much in this situation. The doctor only needs clear information, so you can just say 2 days. That's enough.
Exactly. No need for long stories. If you say, "Well, yesterday I woke up and then I felt bad, and then later the doctor will probably just stop you and ask again. Keep it short and simple.
Let's practice together. Question: how long have you had this problem? Answer: since yesterday. Question: how are you today? Answer: actually, I have a sore throat. Excellent.
Great work. You're starting to sound more natural already. Next, let's look at how to describe your symptoms in more detail with easy words that doctors understand.
Okay, so now let's focus on one of the most important parts of a doctor's visit: Describing your symptoms. This can feel difficult, but don't worry, we'll make it simple.
Yes, many learners think they need complicated medical words, but really, simple English is enough. Doctors hear these words every day. Headache, stomachache, sore throat, back pain, cough, fever.
Exactly. Let's try a few together. If your head hurts, you can just say, I have a headache. If your stomach hurts, say, I have a stomachache. If your throat hurts, say, I have a sore throat.
And here's a very useful one. I feel dizzy. That means the room is spinning or you feel unsteady. Another is, I feel weak, or I feel tired all the time.
Notice how simple these are. I have or I feel. That's the easiest way to explain symptoms. You don't need to say, my head has been causing me discomfort since last night. No, just say, I have a headache.
Yes, simple is natural. Doctors are busy, so they love clear answers. Now let's practice. Repeat after me. I have a cough. I feel tired. I have back pain.
Very good. Now, sometimes the doctor will ask you, do you have a fever? That means, is your body hot? You can answer, yes, I have a fever, or no, I don't.
And what if the doctor asks, do you have allergies? That means, do you react badly to certain things like food, medicine, or dust? You can answer, yes, I'm allergic to peanuts. Or simply, no, I don't have allergies.
Good point. And here's a common mistake. Many learners say, I have temperature, but in English we say, I have a fever. Temperature is for the number, like 38 degrees. Fever is the sickness.
Yes, that's an important correction. So remember, fever, not temperature.
Now let's do a little role play. I'll be the doctor. 𝗏𝗄 will be the patient. Ready?
Doctor, I don't feel well. I have a sore throat and a cough.
How long have you had this problem?
For 3 days.
Perfect. See how short and clear that was? That's all you need in real life.
Exactly. Once you know these simple phrases, you can explain almost any problem at the doctor's office. And now, let's move to another important skill, how to ask the doctor questions and understand their advice.
Now that we can describe our symptoms, let's talk about the next step. Asking questions. Because when you see a doctor, you don't just answer. You also need to ask for help, right?
Exactly. And many learners are shy to ask questions, but remember, doctors expect you to ask. You don't need perfect grammar, you just need clear, simple English.
Here are some of the most useful questions. You can say, what's wrong with me? Is it serious? Do I need medicine? How long will it take to get better?
Those are excellent. And don't forget this one. Are there any side effects? That's important when the doctor gives you medicine. Side effects mean small problems the medicine might cause, like feeling sleepy.
Yes. And if you don't understand, it's okay to say, could you please repeat that? Or, could you say it more slowly? Doctors know you might not be a native speaker. They will help.
That's true. You don't have to pretend you understand. Just be polite and ask. That's what confident patients do.
Okay, let's practice a mini role play again. I'll be the patient this time. 𝗏𝗄 will be the doctor. Doctor, I have a headache every day. Is it serious?
No, it's not serious, but you need to drink more water and rest.
Do I need medicine?
Not right now. If it doesn't get better in 1 week, come back.
See how natural that sounds? Short, clear, polite. That's all you need.
And here's another golden phrase. How often should I take this? You can use this whenever the doctor gives you medicine. For example,
how often should I take this pill? Or how often should I use this cream?
Yes, that's so practical. And remember, when the doctor says things like 3 times a day or before meals, you can always repeat it back to be sure. For example, so 3 times a day, right?
Perfect. That shows you understood, and it helps you remember, too.
So the key phrases here are, what's wrong with me? Do I need medicine? How long will it take? Are there any side effects? These simple questions make you sound confident and clear at the doctor's office.
And now that we can ask and understand questions, let's explore one more important part, talking about your medical history and giving extra information the doctor needs.
When you go to the doctor, it's not only about your current problem. Doctors also ask about your medical history. That means your past health, your family's health, and your daily lifestyle.
Exactly. And sometimes learners feel nervous because they don't know how to answer. But don't worry, you just need some simple, ready phrases.
For example, a doctor might ask, do you have any allergies? You can answer, yes, I'm allergic to peanuts. Or, no, I don't have any allergies.
And another common question, do you take any medicine regularly? You could say, yes, I take medicine for blood pressure. Or, no, I don't take any medicine.
Yes. One more question that is always asked is, do you smoke or do you drink alcohol? These are normal health questions. You can reply simply, no, I don't smoke, or yes, but only sometimes.
And doctors often ask about exercise. Do you exercise? Or how often do you exercise? You can answer, I walk every day, or I don't exercise much.
Lifestyle questions are important because they help the doctor give better advice. For example, if you say, I don't sleep well, the doctor might say, try to sleep earlier.
That's true. And here's another useful phrase you can use, it runs in my family. That means many people in your family have the same health problem. For example, diabetes runs in my family.
Oh, that's a great one. It sounds so natural. And one more phrase that's very helpful. I had this problem before. For example, I had this problem last year, or I had this problem when I was a child.
Yes, because sometimes the doctor needs to know if it's new or if it happened before. It makes communication clear.
So, to make this easy for you, let's imagine a mini checkup. I'll be the patient, Mateo the doctor again. Doctor, I don't feel well. I'm very tired.
Do you take any medicine regularly?
Yes, I take vitamins, but nothing else.
Do you exercise?
Not really. I don't have much time.
Try to walk a little every day. It will help your energy.
See? Simple, clear answers. That's all the doctor needs.
Yes, and by practicing these phrases, you'll feel more confident when the doctor asks about your history or lifestyle.
Now, once you've shared your history and answered lifestyle questions, there's one more thing you should know: how to understand the doctor's advice and follow it correctly. All right, everyone, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Let's bring everything together in one long, natural conversation. I'll be the patient, and Mateo will be the doctor. As you listen, try to repeat, shadow, or imagine yourself in the same situation.
Hello, how are you today?
Hello, doctor. I don't feel well.
I'm sorry to hear that. What seems to be the problem?
I have a headache, and I feel very tired.
How long have you had this problem?
I've had it for 3 days.
Do you have any other symptoms?
Yes, I feel a little dizzy.
Do you take any medicine regularly?
Yes, I take vitamins, but nothing else.
Do you have any allergies?
No, I don't have any allergies.
Do you smoke or drink alcohol?
No, I don't smoke. I drink alcohol sometimes.
Do you exercise?
Not really. I don't have much time.
Try to walk a little every day. It will help your energy.
It runs in my family. My mother has high blood pressure. Could that be a problem?
It's possible, but don't worry, we'll check everything. I'd like you to drink more water and sleep earlier.
Okay, thank you, doctor.
If you still feel tired after 1 week, please come back.
See? That was a real doctor-patient conversation using all the phrases we've practiced today.
Yes, and notice the patient's answers were short, clear, and simple. That's the best way to communicate with a doctor in English.
So now you can imagine yourself in the same situation and practice. Say the doctor's questions out loud, then answer as if you're the patient.
Exactly. That's how you build confidence and make real English part of your life.
And now, let's take one last step together. A quick review of the most useful words and phrases we learned today. Before we say goodbye, let's quickly go over the most useful phrases you can use at the doctor's office. Remember, short and clear sentences work best.
Yes. For example, you can start with, I don't feel well, or I have a headache. I feel very tired. These are simple but powerful.
And don't forget the doctor's questions. You might hear, what seems to be the problem? How long have you had this problem? Do you take any medicine regularly?
Exactly. And here are some answers you can practice. I've had it for 3 days. I take vitamins, but nothing else. I don't have any allergies.
We also practiced this important phrase, it runs in my family. That means other people in your family have the same problem. Very useful at the doctor's office.
And, of course, lifestyle questions. Do you smoke? Do you exercise? I don't smoke. I don't have much time to exercise. These answers are short, natural, and easy.
So here's your challenge. Pick 3 of these phrases and practice them out loud today. Say them slowly, then a little faster, just like we did together.
Yes, and if you shadow our voices, repeat right after us, you'll sound more natural every time.
All right, my friends, that's it for today's episode of English Podcast. You are learning, practicing, and becoming more confident every step of the way.
We're proud of you. Keep listening, keep practicing, and English will get easier every single day.
Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this podcast with a friend who also wants to improve their English. See you next time.